Good afternoon, Antrim County. This is Antrim County's Veteran Voice Podcast with your hosts, Matt, Brandon, and Carrie.
Hi.
How's it going, guys?
All right.
It's crapping in.
Not much.
So I kind of got a question for you.
What's up?
What is a moon pie?
A moon pie?
A moon pie?
Yeah, those pretty good. Banana flavor ones are really good.
Yeah.
And now they have salted caramel ones, too. Those are good.
What was it again?
What do you mean? We're not talking about that on this podcast.
what was it called again, though?
Let's
moon
not.
dip?
Moon dip.
Yeah.
Moon dip.
Let's not. I've never heard of that.
For all you gentlemen out there,
That's a
you can
boy
Google that.
thing.
You'll probably get shocked.
They probably all know what it is if they're guys.
Probably.
I've just learned it
Yeah?
about 5 minutes ago.
I don't believe you.
No, seriously. Seriously.
Boys will be boys.
It takes a
guess
special
so.
person to think of this and then name it.
Also takes a very special person to do it to somebody else.
Ugh.
And what about the person who's getting it done to them?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is
Make
this
you
where
regret.
we want to go?
I'm about to say, this is really going somewhere.
We are going down that wormhole right away.
You just said wormhole.
Well, I mean, it
You guys.
comes from a hole.
Oh.
Well, we're getting, yeah.
the things we used to do in the military, I promise you.
Oh, yeah.
And it was sad because we do it to each other, you know?
Barracks parties. Oh, my God. Barracks
I think
parties?
this is just,
No?
this is boy stuff.
What
That's what I
Never
think.
had
Girls
barracks
never
parties? I
participated?
know you had barracks parties.
We
you had to
did,
have.
but
And you never fucked with your fellow Air Forceans?
Air Forceans. Air Forceans.
no.
Where did you get that from? It's like something out of Avatar.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not
maybe
Navi, bro.
that's why.
They're just Air Force.
I really think it's like how boys are
hold
or
up.
guys.
So, do you think it's that, or is it just that the Air Force has that, you know, that frat?
More couth?
Well, not even frat. I won't even say that because they fuck with each other hardcore, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, guys definitely do, I'm sure. I've seen stuff,
You
but
never fucked with your fellow airmen, airwomen.
not in real
What about-
specific ways that I can remember that they have names for the pranks
So what
or
would
whatever.
what prank would you
Yeah.
do,
I
or
don't
have
know.
you done?
I'm not really a prankster, really.
No?
I don't know.
Okay, what prank have you seen happen?
Honestly, I can't think of anything specific. I don't know.
Ooh, I got one.
I would
Listen,
have
the
to think about
statute of
that.
limitations have been well gone and past. You ain't
I'm
gonna
sure.
get nobody in trouble.
I just can't think of anything. No.
Remember, I was in Rhoda, Spain. I made E4, and we had a bunch of new kids out of A school. And right from A school, got on the bus right over to Spain to meet with battalion. And we used to send guys for board stretchers. You know, we're CB, so, you know, they have to go to the tool crib to go sign these tools out and things to get things done. There's no such thing as a board stretcher. I mean, it's just absolute fake imagination. But it was always to go fill out this form and get chief's signature on it. It was the prick E7
Prick,
form.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It worked so good because the chief at the time loved the prank. But we made this kid walk 2.5 miles across Rhoda's base to do this. So he's a little mad at us. He's like, you can't do that to an E1. You know, they just got in a battalion, but I loved it.
You ever qualify?
Qualify.
You've even heard of it?
No.
So we'd go out in the fields or whatever, right? And downtime, go to a tree, and then you hang upside down and backwards on it, and you see who can hold on to it the longest. Just like
Wow.
koala bear would qualify.
Oh, my God. I thought that was going somewhere else, too. I was seriously thinking of something completely different. Koala.
No, we leave that to you Navy guys.
Well, yeah, we did some weird stuff hanging up in the rafters and the tents on deployment with nothing on. Guy opens the door, and all of a sudden, this guy upside down, butt naked, hanging. Hey, what's going on? It was always fun.
Oh shit! And then you do it to the wrong person.
We had a really cool chain of command, so thankfully they let us get away with all kinds of cool stuff.
But I'm just saying, it doesn't matter how cool the chain of command is. You do it to the wrong person in that chain of command. You know.
Oh, yeah.
You come down, and plant that in somebody else's face.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We wouldn't be able to get away with half the stuff I think that we did now in the military.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
They've tightened it up a
No.
lot. Can't even say Irish pennant anymore.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I don't know.
But anyways, so
That was a fun wormhole.
that's I guess we'll start
Sorry,
doing
got
something
nothing.
serious.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, we had the blood drive last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up getting 19 pints.
Yeah.
So thank you for everybody who came out and did that, and thanks for AMVETS for letting us utilize the hall, and their dinner afterwards was really good. They
Yeah.
made it themselves. They didn't order it out.
Yeah, it was
They
great.
actually, the four gals, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Made it all themselves, and
Mhm.
man, a lot of work.
And a bunch of them, I think some other ladies too, they had a ton of desserts there
Oh, yeah.
that different ones brought, and they were really well done.
So many cookies.
My kids got some of those.
Did they?
Yeah, afterwards.
Yeah, it was
It
a
was
fun
good.
time.
Yep.
No, we need to find another place. What do you got any plans for next year for that?
So we've been here in Bel Air. We've been in Central Lake. I'm thinking Mansalona next. Either the American Legion or Lakes of the North.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
We'll wait and see though.
Yeah. See if honestly, I don't think contact Lakes of the North, no problem. I got the perfect person to talk to, hopefully. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to share something. I've actually I'm fat.
Stop.
I am. I have gotten big. I used to weigh like 170, and now I'm kind of ballooned up. And so I was at my last VA appointment out in Gaylord and was talking to Dr. Me of just about the whole health thing. You know, mental health and body
Yeah.
are kind of related together. And so I discussed with him, you know, possibility of an aerobics course or something, you know, dietitian to help me out or whatever. And he told me about the VA's MOVE program, so I signed up for that. And they have a bunch of different programs. One is a scheduled calendar, which they give to you every month. And they'll have like Tai Chi classes, yoga. They even have like peer support groups for women and stuff like that. So whole body health for females. But what I was really interested about was they will give you a dietitian. And every week they will call you up, and it's kind of like, you know, holding you accountable for your actions.
Mm-hmm.
You got a food log that you'll do and everything else. So I was pretty inspired that the VAs actually continue to move forward with this program. It hadn't been as big as it is this year. The last couple of years, it's just, you know, after COVID and stuff, it was kind of a hard thing to get, you know, jumping back into the program or whatever. But MOVE seems like the right way to go as far as VA's mental health is concerned and the physical part of it, you know.
Yeah. I'm holding my microphone.
I like that. That's kind of a good
Instead of
idea.
on
She's like,
I have to sit up to
got the whole mic in her
She
hand.
can't sit
I
up. She
can't-
ate too
I
much for lunch.
soup.
I kind of want those. I want those little
It's just
Joe Rogan arms.
It's up
Yeah.
too high
Yeah.
on the table.
Or
Yeah.
are you just too low on the table?
Maybe. But I'm okay with
Staring
who
right
I
at
am.
it.
You know who used to do the MOVE program? Libby.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, in
okay.
fact, I should probably talk to her about
I'm
that.
interested in the dietitian thing though, because I could use a definite revamp on my habits, my eating habits lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the things you think that are healthy that you're eating are really not.
Or
Like
you just
rice.
don't pay attention to how much,
Yeah.
and every
Portions.
now and then it gradually gets kind of like you get in bad habits, and then
Mm-hmm.
you got to just stop,
Yeah. Mine was.
knock it off, cut it off.
I gotta eat
Right.
brown rice
We
now.
all did the chops,
Ugh.
the chop motion.
You know, like brown rice. Man, when I did the bodybuilding,
Mm-hmm.
and you cut down and stuff, and brown rice,
Yeah, I gotta
and
eat
quinoa. are sweet potatoes. I never liked sweet potatoes before.
Ooh, yeah.
I do
wouldn't
love
even-
sweet potatoes.
I don't like them.
I can deal with them now.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a whole lot of chicken, brown rice, sweet potatoes,
Yeah.
quinoa, and mustard.
Oh.
Mustard?
Yeah, 0 fat content.
Oh.
I never knew that. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool. Huh. Well, I guess that's what I'm going to be doing now. Got the diet of a 70-year-old now.
Well, I used to do that like when I
Gotta
was
eat healthy.
active duty for lunch. I would have like tuna, and this was before they had the pouches, so it was
Oh,
the
yeah.
cans that didn't have the little pull tabs either. Does that make me feel old? Maybe
No.
a little bit. But I would have a can opener, and
When was this?
mustard. When I was active duty, that would be like what I would eat for lunch, like the mustard
I
and
thought
the
they always
tuna.
had
And
the
No.
pull tabs and stuff.
nope, no,
No, we're not as old as you. We don't.
that's right.
Back in the day when you were
Freshman.
a kid, were
Back
they
in the day.
the key to open up the things? Like, you know,
I didn't have one of
Special key.
those, but
I had a P38.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, the tuna, I could never like just do straight up. Like I've seen people
I
go
put
on that
mustard
diet
in it.
where they would just eat that.
I would just do that to get my protein, and
Yep.
that was just one of the things I ate often. So,
It's like you and your eggs now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like buying those hard-boiled eggs that are already all like no peels on, because it's such a pain.
Already done. Yeah.
And it's not it's not expensive either, and they last a while. They're in those packages. I know it's terrible, but yeah,
Hey, less work.
Yeah.
How many preservatives are in those?
There's not much.
I don't think there's any. They just
Are you sure?
No.
they just hurry up and
Yeah.
package them. I think they do like salt water around them.
That's. I think that's
and
about
that's
it.
Yeah.
We used to sell them at Publix, except they were expensive at Publix. Of course,
I
but
buy them at Costco, like the
they were
big,
nasty.
the big pack. I don't know how many are in there.
Huh.
So talking about like the VA programs and stuff like that, right? And I know you both were well, you never did, I don't think, but you, the smoker.
Mm-hmm.
That smoking cessation
Yep.
program, right?
I've done that before. That one's not bad because that is the same. It's kind of the same process. Like they hold you to your accountability. You know what I mean? Then they also, if you need lozenges, God, they'll give you as many as you want. And those things are expensive if you normally buy like the lozenges or the patches or something.
Yeah.
But the VA just gives them out like candy. I mean, which is a good and bad thing.
Do those
Lozenges,
patches really work?
patches, they do. Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely don't want to use extra nicotine. Like smoke with the patch on. Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, dizzy,
Ew.
lightheaded.
You remember that movie, Thank You for Smoking?
No, never heard of it.
Huh.
Yeah, you gotta go watch it. It's a pretty funny movie, but I do remember somehow or another the gentleman gets kidnapped. He's like the spokesperson for cigarettes,
Oh,
and he starts off saying that cigarettes are all really good for you. It's always they're promoting them, and then I think he flips and then starts talking about how he got sick or something like that. Well, then the cigarette company came and grabbed him up in the van like kidnapping and stuff.
oh
and
no.
put 100 patches on him or something like that.
Oh, geez.
Whoa.
Could you imagine?
No, I mean, but I did see that happen a lot in the service too. We had a lot of guys who were double patching up and stuff because they were trying to quit. But I mean, when you smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day, I mean,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's,
you got an issue.
wow.
See a lot of people in the Navy.
Holy wow. Yeah.
Smoking is like a rite of, I felt like it was a rite of passage in the military. Everybody did it in my battalion. Everybody either dipped or drank or had some kind of vice of some sort,
I guess, yeah, it did seem like most people did. I never smoked anything.
Yeah.
I just didn't. You,
Thankfully.
Brandon's over there like as if,
Nope.
nope.
I didn't
No,
inhale.
I couldn't.
Yeah, right.
It's just,
So like the smoking thing never caught on for me, right?
That's good.
I never liked it, never tried it, never,
yeah.
and I didn't start
Not
drinking
appealing.
coffee until, man, that was after my second deployment.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how you'd be
Hot
able to
chocolate.
survive without
Hot chocolate.
coffee.
I never had coffee until after I had my first kid.
Really?
And that was way after the military. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I gotta be an adult to do
I
it.
don't know. But I did have, the energy drinks and stuff now and then. But,
Yeah.
Shit,
Rippets.
I remember. Oh, Wild Tiger.
Remember
Oh,
deployed.
Jolt?
Wild
Remember
Tiger.
Jolt?
That was the first energy drink I ever had was Wild Tiger.
That's
I've
a heck of a
never-
first one, man. British Bulldog too? You ever seen that one?
No.
They had that in Iraq and Afghanistan. It was like a British version. It was really good. It didn't give you the heart jitters, but Rip It's.
Oh yeah.
Rip It's. Those little 8-ounce cans.
I didn't have
Slam
those.
3 or 4 of those before mission. You're ready to go.
I remember coming off of that, like the caffeine stuff. It was shortly after I got to my first duty station, and it was like I used to drink that Jolt stuff to stay awake in class, because we're in air conditioning in these classrooms because I was finance. So, and we were in Texas. We'd have to march 1.5 miles to get there, and it's already hot. At what 6:30 a.m. or 6 a.m.
Right.
And you get inside, and it's like you just want to go to sleep, because then you also had to run every morning, like 4 miles before doing that march, and then you get there, they want you to stay awake. So I had a lot of that Jolt.
Do
And,
they sell that anymore? Jolt Cola?
I don't think so. I don't know
It
though.
was
remember
a
that?
Pop?
It was it
Yeah,
was
they had
pop,
Jolt
like,
Cola.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was good.
it was kind of like
I
Mountain
remember.
Dew.
I remember Surge.
Surge too. Yep,
Yeah.
That was so good too.
Yep.
You can
Ugh,
like.
I can't.
I remember
stand it
doing that
now.
when I was in
couldn't.
middle school, drinking that, right? And then Fruitopia
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then I didn't see it for, over a decade because I was in the military.
Yeah.
And I came back to Michigan, and they have Surge up
Oh.
here.
Oh yeah, I think I did remember seeing that. What is it? Remember that one weird one with the tiny balls in it?
What?
The bubble.
Bubble things.
Yeah.
I just had it.
The boba? Are you like boba tea
It'd
stuff
be
or
something
what?
like that.
Orbits.
Orbits.
Oh.
Orbits, yeah.
It's Orbits.
Yeah,
I've
it was
never
like
had it.
clear looking drink, kind of like Crystal Pepsi back in the day, but it was it had like little colorful balls that were flavored, I think,
Oh.
and it was kind of weird.
But I think it came in different
Yeah.
flavors,
Yep.
which was different colors too. Like I think I remember seeing green.
Oh yeah, I guess maybe. I don't know. God, it feels like it's been so long ago, but it really hasn't been. Well, I guess it has.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
after I stopped drinking that stuff, though, it was like I remember just stopping
Ooh.
cold turkey. I had migraines, like, had to shut myself in my dorm room and just have it dark.
Jeez, detoxing from the caffeine.
It was bad, yeah,
That's
and the
rough.
sugar too, because it was a
Yeah.
lot of sugar. Yeah.
So who runs these programs?
So what is with Move? It's your primary care physician is the first person you want to talk to, and then what they do is they have somebody from Saginaw or Ann Arbor, whoever you're using as their hub. They'll reach out to you and they'll set up the appointments. Now you can actually go down to Saginaw and take these classes right there on campus. But if not, there's Zoom classes. There's all kinds of other things. But yeah, it's run primarily by some kind of
So it's like the Veterans Health Care. Okay.
yeah VH.
And I know they have a lot of
VHA.
apps too,
Yep.
like supportive apps for all that. They have a lot of apps for your phone.
Yeah, they got PTSD. They got. I think they have the Move tracker too.
Yeah.
I gotta look that up. I think they do have a Move app too.
I think we should all check them out and then talk about them again.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to check some out.
It's a good idea.
Could you? So
He's like,
like Suboxone, right?
What?
Suboxone?
Suboxone or
What is that?
Suboxone, whatever. Suboxone.
Uh-uh.
It's a medication that addicts have for
Like
Oh.
heroin and stuff like that?
stuff like I don't know what for exactly, but that when they take it, just like if there's a pill out there that you can take if you're an alcoholic and it'll make you feel nauseous, right?
Oh,
If you
okay.
drink. Same difference with the Suboxone.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like that. I was just thinking, what if they made something like that for food? Or all these sugary
Wow.
drinks and stuff like that.
That's actually not a bad
that's-
idea.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be helpful for me. I know that.
Yeah.
Eating all that hard
How
garbage.
frustrated would you be? How sick would you end up
You know?
Because the whole purpose is to make you deterred to not want to do it because it makes you feel so bad, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So how... I would be pissed. I can't eat
I
my
don't know.
cookies.
Yeah, like I would
Yeah.
have to. I
That's
would have
what
to go off of it for the holidays,
Right?
so I can gain the 10 pounds and then.
I'd have to give up ice cream, and that's not happening.
Yeah.
I have to have my bowl of ice cream before bed.
You do that every nightly?
Just my father's the same exact way. He has a
Yeah.
bowl of ice cream before bed every night. It's
like what kind of ice cream? For you?
I'm basic white girl, vanilla sometimes, mostly.
Just no add-ons,
The
no
big,
sprinkles or anything.
Big $8 tubs you can buy at Family Fair.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Really?
the cheap ice
Oh,
cream.
come on.
Fudge
They're
swirl.
so much better.
Oh, the fudge swirl,
Yeah,
man.
easy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep. But I do love. It's gonna be weird. Dilly bars. Remember that?
I remember those,
That's
but are those like
DK?
the banana? No.
They're like I think they're like cherry flavored and
Oh,
fudge
yeah.
flavored, but I think DK still sells them.
Okay.
But you
Yep.
can buy a box of those dilly bars and shit. Pretty good.
I do like the Haagen.
No, I know what you're talking. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
butterscotch too.
I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
I don't like butterscotch.
No.
Caramel.
We have to
My
take your-
favorite thing is like a caramel sundae. Like nothing else.
That sounds
Just
good.
vanilla with caramel. Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I get mad when they're like, "No, but we have butterscotch."
But here
No,
we-
I don't want butterscotch. Look,
Here we are talking
Yeah.
about the MOVE program. I want to lose
I know.
weight. and everything.
Talking about
making
geek.
everybody hungry.
Yeah.
Well, I am. It's almost Thanksgiving though, so it's okay.
I love my sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
My kids like those ones that are on the Culvers because they're crunchy. The crunchy blue sprinkles that they put on the ice creams for them because they're different. They're not like regular sprinkles.
I did not know this.
Yep.
I've never even had any.
And they
but
put
I-
a ton on
burgers.
there, so it's crunchy, and it's a lot of extra sugar.
Y'all are making me
Yeah.
hungry again.
I mean, is Ruthie's still open?
You know, I think they are closed for the
Ruth
season.
Ann's Bakery over there.
Ruthie's, the chicken
Oh.
place over there.
Where?
It's like right across the street from the
Township.
library, I think.
Oh, that's the town hall there, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would know
Never
that, but
But so yeah. How long you been doing the MOVE program?
1 week. Haven't even got my logbook yet, so it'll be
Okay.
interesting by the next episode that we have here. I'll be able to have a little bit more to kind of expand on and all that, but
I'm interested. I want to try it now too because I used to use this app called MyFitnessPal, and it used to be free to like you can track like your macronutrients and micronutrients and stuff. Now they charge you to do it because everybody's doing that and they want to make money. So
go figure.
I want to do something that I want to see how that works for logging stuff because you could scan a barcode of like, or say Apple,
Oh, that's cool.
and how much you had of it, and then it would immediately,
Huh.
it calculates everything, kind of like a lot of apps have that, but I really like that one.
It's actually a
So
good idea.
I'm going to check this out and see what kind of apps they have for tracking, your eating and see how that works.
Oh yeah, and that's right. They have a healthy teaching kitchen too. So when you can go online and
Learn how to cook.
yeah, that's something I definitely need because I can burn macaroni and cheese no problem. So yeah, not good. I can make some ramen noodles like you wouldn't believe though, or grilled cheese. I'm like the most teenage boy ever, I guess.
I like grilled cheese with thick sourdough bread. Put good cheese in the center of it with some Miracle Whip.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
you
Get
said
that
Miracle
tang.
Whip. Ooh.
Miracle Whip.
Get that tang.
I
in
put
there.
mustard
Whoa.
and like arugula and stuff, or like
arugula.
Yeah.
What is that?
it's like a little bit bitter. It's greens, kind of like lettuce.
Yeah, it's really good.
But if you put mustard,
This
like
is spiky
spicy
looking
mustard,
I like me some spicy.
and some good cheese, different kind of cheese, whatever,
Yeah.
and then you put some arugula or some, like you can even do romaine or whatever too. It's good if you grill it. Yeah,
That sounds good. Why are we still talking about food?
tomatoes,
Oh man.
because it's almost Thanksgiving.
It is. It is. Speaking of that, though, Monday, thanks to Elk Rapids AmVets, we got some turkey boxes we're going to be
Yes.
passing out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool that we get to do that every single year, and
Yeah.
it feels really good partnering up with them and seeing the actual impact that it makes to some of these families here. People are
Definitely
struggling,
helps.
so
Yeah.
It's that small stuff, too. People don't,
Yeah.
Everybody's so worried about their day-to-day lives and stuff like that. And the
Yeah.
fact that we get to see that and be a part of that,
Yeah.
that it is such a small thing. It's
Mhm.
it's a small token of appreciation, but it means the world to these guys and gals.
Yeah. And I tell you, they what is it? The Elk Rapids Post is the second.
AMVETS.
Is it AMVETS? Yeah. AMVETS Post is the second oldest post in all of America. I had no clue.
Yeah, and the oldest one in Michigan for sure.
That's
And I
something
think
to
it's
be
the
said.
biggest as well.
And
in
as,
Michigan.
as far as active, I mean, Florida, Mississippi, yeah, I've seen it all, but this is probably one of the most active places.
They do so much too.
Incredible.
I mean, I live right by it, so
Yeah.
I see their billboards always got something going on. Like we can't even keep up to announce it, but they always get a turnout. I mean, they had a trunk and treat for Halloween time this year. They do Christmas events for kids, and this is for kids stuff. And you know, it's nice. There were a lot of kids there
Mm-hmm.
at both of these, and I think that was the first Halloween trunk and treat they've done.
Was it?
Then they did this will be the second year for them to do the Christmas one. It was
That's
really
cool.
cool. They have like cookie decorating, and they have little gifts for the kids. They can see Santa there too.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so
When
yeah,
was
it's really
that?
cool. At the AMVETS.
When?
I don't know when they're having it this year. I haven't seen it announced yet. Hopefully soon. We'll have to find out and share that on here. We'll share it on our Facebook page
Oh, yeah.
too once we find out.
Yeah. Anything coming
Yeah.
out of there, we'll make sure that it's up.
They always have dinners, you know. They have all kinds of stuff going on.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It really is.
Their ladies auxiliary does a lot with all of that too.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like that organization, any organization, whether it's American Legion, VFW, if it wasn't for like the Sons of Legion, the auxiliary, all that other, you wouldn't have the facility and the people without that extra help, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of posts die because they don't have that extra help, like especially ladies auxiliary, man. Those women can cook. They can teach the men a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well,
For sure.
Mansalona, American Legion, they had a dinner and a really good turnout for
Mhm.
it too.
Yeah, was
You
that
know?
for Veterans Day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Yep,
Yeah,
they,
they
do
do
a
it.
lot too.
Now we just got to build them a kitchen of some sort. Not us, but I mean, try to figure out how to get a kitchen over
Get
there.
that worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Tamara, she's working her butts off. Her butt's off. Her butt. She's got more than one, by the way. But yeah, she's been working her butt off trying to figure out a way to, get a place where they can actually start doing more meals and stuff. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having a burger doing
I mean,
bingo night, over there.
when we had the vet shoot at Elba Sportsman's Club,
Chicken wings.
those wings
yeah.
were really good. And I'm
Mm.
not like a wings fan. Like I wouldn't necessarily order them, but they
Right.
were really good. She did a great job. My kids loved them.
Yeah, I kind of want that fryer. Huh?
Brand's in shock.
What?
Who in the world don't like wings?
I do like them. It's just not like something I would order. all the
Yeah,
time.
I'm not much a fan for wings either. I mean, when you cook
they're
them for
good.
5 years straight at Publix, you don't want to chicken. No.
There's so much you can do with those. Like,
Yeah, toss it in sauce. That's about it.
and then you got the dry rubs. You got spicy. You got flavor. You got,
Now you're getting bougie.
They did
it
have some
doesn't have
good
to be
sauces
just
there.
the one thing.
Yeah.
I do miss that the hot and spicy non-breaded wings that Publix used to make. Those things were good. Man,
I miss some good southern barbecue.
yeah.
That sounds good.
Some real collard
Collard
greens.
green.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Whenever I smell like smoke pits and stuff, I want to play bluegrass music.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, there was a place up in where my base in Gulfport was. I hate this. I don't think it's Hattiesburg, but it was up north. I don't know if you guys ever heard, but it's called The Shed. It's a barbecue place. They have one in
Haven't.
Florida and a bunch in Mississippi. That you can actually go get the sauce right off the shelf now. But I used to go up there and they did bluegrass festivals. They did everything. But man, you could for $20.
It's fun.
a couple pitchers of beer, some barbecue, and your way in. And it was like an all-night event. It was so good. I wish we had something like that.
I like places that have that live music too
Mhm.
while they're, and you're eating and
Oh, yeah.
the outdoor stuff, that's always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Michigan. Let's get some pits up here.
Yeah. I know my
Um,
brother likes to smoke
Steak
stuff.
and Shake in Waffle House.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah. Have you ever
Awful
been
waffle.
to Lambert's, the throw and rolls place?
No.
They have 2
No, I've seen it.
locations.
What's the restaurant where you can watch them joust and stuff?
Oh, medieval times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
medieval times, yeah.
I always want to do that.
Oh my
Never
goodness.
been to that either.
Done that one time, but
Yeah.
it's been so long ago.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, because you eat and watch them do the
Yeah.
show.
I just want the grog and the turkey
big old
leg.
turkey leg, yeah.
Like, give it to me. What was that other? There was another restaurant that you can, when you go in there, they literally will talk crap to you. They'll treat you like
oh yeah,
absolute
bastards
crap.
or something like that.
Something. It's so
like
funny.
Dave's or something.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I think they have one in Chicago.
Yeah, I watched a couple videos and I'm just like, this grandma doesn't know what to. She didn't know what to expect. Her
should bring my
grandchildren
mom
took
there.
grandma there, and didn't tell her that this place is specifically
Oh.
gonna cuss and swear at you and do these certain things. So grandma's just sitting there like mortified, like I can't believe she just talked to me that way.
I want to
Oh.
bring my mom there.
I would. I'll pay for the meal.
Don't tell.
I'll pay for the meal.
I'll record it.
Oh my god, that would go
Please
viral. That would go so viral.
So she would probably chew them out.
She would be like, "What?"
She.
Oh man, that'd be priceless.
She'd send back her food.
It's cold. All of a sudden, what's cold?
Oh,
Water.
boy. Oh,
Oh man,
that'd be entertaining.
it would.
So, yeah. I think we should say something, VA, at least.
Yeah.
We've been talking about
guess
food for the
so.
last half hour.
I don't, why we,
Yeah.
all day
well,
today. Friday.
I mean, well, we're getting cookies and, a nut tray and stuff like that dropped off. Thank you to everybody who did that. No
Yeah.
need, but we definitely,
Yeah.
it's
nice.
we appreciate the sentiment
Yep.
Very thoughtful.
toward that. And since we're going into, a period in the holidays for talking about families and, all your loved ones and stuff like that, I guess maybe I should say something about dependency with the VA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dependency, like, what do you mean?
Well, we all know that, once you reach a certain rating, you can get extra pay for your dependents, right? What's that rating?
30%.
30%.
Yep.
That's like the key for a lot of different,
Yeah.
unlocking the door for different benefits too.
Travel claim.
Mm-hmm.
Travel. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Travel
VA
pays.
healthcare
Yep.
centers.
I
Yep.
get that a lot where they come down and they're like, why am I not getting my travel pay? And I'm like, well, you're rated 10%.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know you have to have that 30% rating and get that travel pay too.
And it's really important to get the, if you've never done a claim before, to get that dependency established before the claim is submitted.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it takes forever for them to update that.
Yep.
We've learned probably ourselves. I know I have.
Get that
Well-
686C done.
Well,
Yeah, like if it's
the
not put in
VA
with
is
it.
taking a long time for
Yes.
anything now.
Yeah.
My God.
Mm-hmm.
I
Are you
don't
still-
understand it.
Are you still waiting
It's
on
out of
dependency?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's been
Me
over a
too.
year now.
Yeah.
Yep, mine too.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow. But if you don't put it in with that claim immediately, right? What are we doing at that point? We're shorting the veteran.
Absolutely.
You know, I just seen a veteran who's been rated for 10 years, been married that entire time with kids, do part of that,
Yeah.
And no dependency pay whatsoever.
It's a lot.
That's a bummer. Hopefully I didn't do that one.
No.
10 years.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my, yeah, I was going to say.
yeah.
Um,
Wow.
So yeah, if you're out there and you're listening and you haven't done a claim yet, make sure to talk about your dependents when you come in and do whether
Yep.
it's with us or anybody else. Let us know. Let them know that you're married and you have a spouse or kids and stuff like that, and make sure that gets declared before you put in that initial paperwork.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you'll need the social security number of the kids, the spouse, birth certificates.
Yep.
Today.
So I
yeah.
still I ask for it all because I'd
Yeah.
rather provide the information for the VA up front.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way.
Get it in there.
There's no questions asked.
Right.
Plus,
Path of
there's
least resistance.
there's nothing wrong with bringing your stuff down, just like you're saying, the birth certificates and everything else, and uploading it for safekeeping, just in case, flood happens, something, paper doesn't last forever. At least you can come down here and we can just print it off for you,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That can become very useful in the future, especially if you're trying to gain benefits, home loans or anything like that. You'll have
Right.
to have that stuff, so.
Yep. So, yeah. And then just getting back into using STEP, which is a great program for dependency and stuff like that. Instead of having to necessarily wait on the processing time of a 686C and submitting it through direct submit through VetRespect or anything like that, if you use STEP, it'll automatically just upload it to their profile.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. But you have to have that
PIV card.
PIV card
Oh, okay.
Yep.
to log into STEP.
So are you hinting at something?
I just got mine. So
I know.
It's a process, though.
Yeah.
You have to do background, security clearance stuff, and all that. So
No, don't worry. I'll be knocking on your door and be like, hey,
Yeah.
what'd you do now that she's gone through the whole process?
Yeah.
God, they don't make it easy to get that card.
they just basically it's staying on top of the time frame because they have to do things within a specific amount of time. And if you don't finish it, like your fingerprints that they take expire in 60 days from the day. So then you'd have to restart. And mine,
Yeah.
I got my PIV card like a week before
Like expired.
they expired.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Talk about cutting it down on the wire.
Right. So,
Ugh.
but it's doable. You do
Yep.
it.
Yep. So, okay. So we've talked about the dependency and stuff like that, and the fact that we want to make sure we get that in with that initial claim. That way, they get retro payment for the time that claim is being developed and rated. Right? They're automatically on their first VA compensation checks moving forward from then on too. If you don't do that, right? Or you get a vet that comes into the office, do they get retro back to the date they were awarded?
No, it's back to the date that the 686C was put in,
That application.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
which is that dependency application.
Oh.
So
Yep.
depending on, look, think about like claims right now. The VA is sitting on claims that are about 8 months old. I know that for sure,
Right.
right?
And I've got,
So that's 8 months of
some are even more than a year.
pay that they go without
Yeah.
otherwise.
I saw one come through recently, and it was a fairly simple one that was, I don't even remember what it was for, but it was put in March of 2023 by another VSO. And the person since came to our office for other things, and it was awarded just this month.
Wow.
And he got all the back pay back to that time.
Yeah.
And so it was, what is that, a year, more than a year and a half. It's like a year and 9 months, 8 months.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So, and that was for one thing, one item on the claim sheet.
Yeah.
One disability claimed.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Something's got to get better.
So since we brought up the whole, dependency in the rating scheme threshold, right, in the travel pay, right? What are the rating thresholds for benefits, and what do they get?
So
Thresholds.
like VA healthcare, for example, I know there's tiers. They
Like
have-
the priority
They have
groups?
8
Well,
tiers,
so
priority
that-
groups.
That's the veterans healthcare,
Right.
And there's tiers.
So that's one that I always think about because that 50% is that number. If you get rated at a
Priority group
50%
Okay.
disability, you get that priority group 1 where everything's covered.
So
for
we
your
got our
healthcare.
50%, right? So what else comes with 50%? So you're talking about free VA healthcare. That means doctor's visits and
Prescriptions.
prescriptions.
Travel
Everything.
pay.
Yeah.
Of
All
course.
that. Travel pay's already been established
Yeah.
at
At
what
30.
percentage?
30.
50%. What else is that?
don't know why I'm blanking on that one.
Yeah.
This is actually a very big one.
Is it Champ VA?
No.
No. Wait a minute. Why am I thinking that?
Oh, it's the disabled veterans plates now. Is that enacted yet?
So, not
Which
until
I don't
next
know
year.
that that's really.
Not until next year does that come into play, but that's basically.
It doesn't really give
Yeah, it
any
doesn't-
benefits other than the plate itself.
Just
Yeah.
the plate. That's it.
And
Yeah.
you're still paying on the
Yeah,
taxes and
so
everything
it's
like
kind of
that.
a-
It's just the park pass,
Right.
essentially.
And you still have to pay for the state park pass, though.
No,
too, don't you?
no, you don't have to pay for that.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Yeah.
What else, benefits wise? Not VA healthcare, but
Why am I thinking? But that's 30%. No, that's 10%. I was thinking Chapter 31, but that's 10% to get that.
Mm-hmm.
So. Wow.
No, it's not. Not even 10% for that one. But we'll talk about that here in a minute.
Oh,
you're gonna say it, and then we're gonna be like, "Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
what is it?"
Think about retiree pay.
Okay.
Oh,
So anybody who has retired
Mm-hmm.
through the military service, right? If they're rated under 50, what happens to their pay?
Oh,
it gets
they don't get paid that.
deducted.
Or for every $1, it's $2 thing.
No, no.
No, it's,
I'm going down that wormhole.
No.
We're like ducks on the water right now.
Yeah.
It's
Quack,
well,
quack.
isn't it where they under 50%, they get paid to make up for the total amount? I don't even know how to word that.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so basically what
say it.
happens is the VA assigns the rating, right? Whatever that rating is, let's say it's 20, let's just go 10%, okay? And it's $172 a month for that rating. Well, they'll take that $172 out of the retirement pay, the DOD retirement pay,
Mm-hmm.
pay through the VA. That way it's tax-free.
Right.
So they're taking from your DOD retirement, that minus that 172, paying it to you through the VA
Yeah.
at that point in time. Just the only benefit of that is it's tax-free at that point,
Right.
Right.
right? But if you get 50 or higher, right, the vets get to keep all of their retirement pay,
Yeah.
and they just pay them that additional 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, 900? I'd have to look at the pay scale again. I'm sorry.
Right.
So that's a huge benefit with that 50%
Yeah.
pay.
I forgot all about that because
Yeah.
we don't see a lot of retirees here. We have several,
Yeah.
I bet so. We actually have a quite
Yeah.
pretty-
but maybe I haven't
Bit.
done any of their claims yet. So
Right.
that's why maybe I just it's something.
it's something
need
to
to
keep
remember.
in the back
Yeah.
of your head always,
Yeah.
right? Especially when you see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is the fun part, right? When they identify themselves as a retiree, you had
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
We gotta remind
I was
them.
thinking that exactly.
You
Yeah.
can still get them service connected.
Mhm.
Right.
If they don't want that pay, right?
Uh-huh.
There's a box on that application saying I,
Yep.
don't want to be compensated for this disability.
Right.
Okay, and that leaves their retirement all alone altogether.
Right.
Okay, so
But
Yeah, that was an interesting
then
one.
they can get they can get VA healthcare anyway, but they also have TRICARE.
Mhm.
So if they're retired,
well, they
and
still
they
work
want it,
together,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Everything, all insurances,
Yeah.
it just becomes what priority it comes down into, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, and this is a big reason why we want to definitely know these thresholds and identify if they're retired or not, so that way you can actually talk to them
Mm-hmm.
and explain the possibility of this is what's going to happen if you get rated at a certain
Right.
Yeah.
percentage. And we can always tell, we may not have an idea, or we may not know exactly how the VA is going to rate it, but we can have an
Right.
idea, knowing of the history of rating that we've seen come or be awarded. If they're coming in for a hearing claim, they're not going to get over that 50%
Right.
unless
Right.
their hearing is so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Rare.
Yeah. And to inform them that this is what's going to happen now.
Right.
Right. So let's start from the bottom up. All right. So the first check mark would be what? 10%. If you get rated 10% or higher, what do you get?
Chapter 31 benefits, you get.
VA
I swear
healthcare.
it's 10% was the number. Was it 30%? I feel like you might be wrong on that. I kind of want
You
to.
think so?
Yeah.
I feel like it.
I just
I
went
think
to
you
the
got a
orientation
computer right in
yesterday.
front of you.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that and still record at the same time.
Well, here, you got
Can you?
some.
Does it work?
It looks like it, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be like the young Jamie from Rogan.
Right.
L-
So
But the healthcare is where I was going with that.
the healthcare, you get service connected.
Yep. You have to have 10%, at least a 10% disability rating.
That's new.
Also,
Might be. to be honest with
another
you.
thing to remember that I think we have in our newsletter is that if there is an incident of any type of sexual trauma or incident, even if you are not receiving a disability, you don't have an award for a disability for that incident. You've never reported it, never put a claim in for it. But if you tell VA Healthcare or sign up saying that that has happened to you at any point while you're in the military, you are able to get mental health care for that because you've had that trauma occur.
Which is very important now.
Man or woman, because it
Yep.
happens. And they want to make sure you're taken care of. And I don't want to say this wrong. There might be actual health care, like if for something that may have happened because of that incident.
Right. Yep.
So it's definitely something to use if it's needed, and it's all confidential, obviously, but I know people are afraid to talk about that stuff. So, but that is fairly new. I think last year, maybe.
It was last year, yeah. Was
that
that
they
the,
did that.
what was that? Was it called the Compact Act?
I think it might have been, but I don't
What?
want to say.
The ability to use mental health services without having VA healthcare? Like she was saying, like somebody had MST and they can seek mental health.
An
for that.
MST is a military sexual trauma.
Mhm.
Yep. So you automatically, you can say, hey, that something happened to me while I was in.
Right.
You sign up, and you're able to get mental health care, especially for that.
Now, I can tell you right now,
Mm-hmm.
for somebody who's been fighting mental health for, I got out in 2013, and it's progressively gotten so much better since then.
Yeah.
When I first got out, they just gave you like half a Xanny bar and just don't drink with this. Okay, cool. Next, it was just always a number thing. And now it's like the ability to open up a CBOC and be able to actually talk to somebody for once for your mental health, even though
Yeah.
you don't have a service-connected disabilities. That's a major thing.
It
The way
is.
the world needs to start going anyway, even on the civilian side, mental health
Yeah.
needs to be brought to number one priority. So
And that 988 number is for everybody. We talk about it all the time because people need to know. You can talk to somebody.
Yep.
I think we're kind of doing the President Trump thing where we snake off on the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
President-elect, I guess, right
Yeah.
now. So, okay, you got me on that, the 10%.
Nailed it.
So that's new because it used to be the 30.
I thought it was.
That's only because I
had
just
the
went through the chapter 31
orientation
shit.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that hey, that's good. It makes more people qualified to use it.
Yeah.
Right.
Are able to use it.
What
and then
else?
you got the 30%. We just talked about that.
Dependency pay.
Yeah.
If you are
Dependency pay.
rated at 30% and you have dependents.
And we talked about the 50%.
Yep.
Yep.
Party group 1. And then I'm trying to think.
Then it would go up to 100 for the next
Is it 100?
Yep.
batch
Gotcha.
of
As far as benefits go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
property
That makes
tax
sense.
abatement for 100%.
That's a big thing. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not paying property taxes. Dental.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Dental's a big one. I know
Yes.
a lot of guys struggle with dental work and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And it's hard. You can't get the VA to do it unless you're 100%
Right.
connected or
Even if you're
retiree.
rated for something that, like cancers, and that cancer treatment has caused your teeth to go to decay and break down, they'll still say, sorry, you're not 100% yet. You can't get your teeth taken care of. You could do a claim and try, but I don't know. I've not seen that
it's really hard to get any kind of dental
Yeah.
unless there's some bone
Okay.
condition or degradation of your
Yeah.
jawbone
Or you got wounded or whatever.
or deformity or something to that effect. But then you got CHAMP-VA, right?
For the dependents.
Yep.
Missing something.
And there was something else I was going to say about it.
Well, then you get the DV tags as well. So
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Single
that's
veteran
right.
tags.
and those are like you have to pay $5 for the first time, but after that it's free.
Oh, that's
Right.
not bad.
You don't have
$5.
to.
That's better than a $30 Afghan plate that I got.
Yep.
So they actually have 2 different versions of that now.
Do they?
Yeah.
And I have an Air Force plate, and I'm like, I miss the old Air Force
The logo. Yep.
I like that better, but that's okay. I never had that one, so I think they should bring it back. For the license plates anyway.
What about the Space
They're
Force?
not going to change it. Oh
Does
yeah,
Space Force have like the Star Trek logo kind of thing going
the
on?
Masons,
Something.
They do.
like the
yeah.
upside down Mason sign, isn't
Right.
it? That's what it looks like to me.
Kind of does.
Like
yeah.
here, guys, let's just flip it over.
Yep.
But then it seems funny to me because it shouldn't. Like they're going upside down.
Right.
Like you should be pointed up.
That's what we got.
Anyway,
I think that's it on 100%, right?
there was something else I was gonna say, and now I can't remember.
Fat brain.
What was it?
Well, with 100%, I mean you're basically doubling from 90 to 100. You're basically doubling the compensation that comes through,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
right?
But 90% to 100 is not an easy jump.
That's about the hardest.
Not.
Yeah.
It is honestly about the hardest.
It is. It is. You have to get at least a 50% or more, and
On something.
one rating to get that to 100%. So
Also, I remember now what I was gonna say. If you do have VA healthcare, they offer Delta Dental. If you have it, you can sign up as a veteran that has VA healthcare for Delta Dental healthcare plans, and they have it for a single veteran. And if you just Google or type in a search, if you have VA healthcare and you want to get this benefit, they offer plans. I mean, they start at the single veteran, the family. I think a single veteran to have Delta Dental healthcare is like $22 a month, which is really affordable for a lot of people. I don't know what the coverages are exactly, but
that's
it's
not
better
bad.
than, I mean, you can,
Nothing, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
God, that's way better than I thought. I was thinking a higher number before you said it. So
yeah, and then it goes up, I think, based on different reasons. I think it might be age also and dependence and stuff, but it's not bad. It's not a bad deal at all.
tell you, I just don't understand why dental is such a huge issue in America. Like
Yeah.
why that is the last thing that any insurance talks about, or you got people walking around like 1940s UK,
Right?
Right.
Ugh. Yeah.
And they say
But
it's
it's
connected to
such
your
a-
heart.
And I'm about to say it's such a big part of your health as well.
Yeah.
you know?
Monsters. Yep.
So, well, I know we've been talking on here for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm going to lay out a couple challenges for you guys come Wednesday.
Oh.
We will have another podcast on Wednesday. We'll talk about that.
Oh, right before Turkey Day.
Exactly.
We'll be talking about food.
So, especially since you caught me off guard with this one, I like it. I like that you did that. Which made me actually go back and verify and, look at a few things. There's other information about the VRNE that caught me off guard that we
Yeah?
should definitely talk about
Okay.
with our audience.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll kind of converse with you, but I want you to plan on educating us on Wednesday about VRNE.
She's the one that just went through this.
I did the orientation.
I'm out of it now.
No, you're in it now.
Well, we're both
Dang it.
going to learn
Yeah,
some more.
You-
It'll be a good thing to learn anyway.
Yeah.
You Miss Thing over there. All right, Vivs.
Yeah.
What about veteran life insurance?
VA
I
life.
do not know much about that at all.
Well, I guess we're
Okay.
going to learn.
All right.
So
So, yeah.
tell me something you guys want me. What are you going to challenge me with?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
You want me to say that?
No, how much?
Because I'll fuck it up real
I
fast.
just need the answer. No?
I've seen the Geico commercials, and it looked like they had a stack, but, outside of that.
I don't know, man. What do you... Trying to think. Honestly, the one thing that me and you are always talking about that we hate... I think every VSO hates us, but pensions, yeah.
Yes.
You knew instantly.
I was
See?
thinking about
It's kind
that
of a
too
thing.
because they
God.
can be so different.
Like, well, today we had the issue of, like, what's the mapper value? You know what I mean? Like, how much money can you make where if you're over, you don't qualify for that survivor's pension, It's...
Well, I
Right.
think a lot of people get distracted by a lot of, the details and stuff like that. But
The
if you
math.
if you keep it simple and know, what the monthly benefit is, and just understand that you got to stay underneath that.
Right.
That's a big thing. And then what counts toward lowering their monthly income.
Unreimbursed medical expenses.
Yep.
Pregnant.
Yep. So,
Yep.
and then
That's
what's
the main
expected
thing.
in the packets.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. So
Right.
that conversation is going to be a lot longer than
Oh, yeah.
any of those. So, I would almost need a solid 30 to 40 minutes just to talk about that.
Probably.
Wow.
So,
I mean, we could do that. I don't know. I'm not good at asking questions, though.
well, okay. So here's the thing. We'll talk about talk about yours next Wednesday. Okay. The following week is I sent out an invite to Kevin Hoke
Okay.
to talk about the Take It Down
Yep.
website.
Oh, that guy, yeah. Kevin Hoke. Who is he
So-
now? Oh, yeah, he's the sheriff.
I heard something about legs getting sunburned or another. I don't know.
I think he got signed in for something today, too. Was that today?
yeah,
Yeah,
he got sworn-
yeah, and
he
I've heard
did.
he got a sunburn.
He got
once.
sworn in today.
Yeah.
Did he?
He got sworn in by Judge Hayes, actually. It was
Yeah.
Awesome.
Perfect thing, so.
Awesome.
Heck
Awesome.
yeah. Well, that'll work.
So,
Yeah, I'll ask him about that other thing, too.
Cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, so and then maybe the week after that, we'll have you talk about the life insurance,
Okay.
and then after that, I can talk about the pensions and stuff.
Okay.
Sounds
And
good.
then this winter we can tell stories, maybe. I don't know. Bring some vets in and have them tell some stories. And
Yeah.
I still want to. I want to touch on this whole TAPS thing, later on in some episodes and stuff, because that just seems like it keeps coming up and up and up. Like that's everybody has the worst experience with TAPS. Why is it so bad? Or why is it failing? That kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
I got a couple of vets that actually thought about coming in and talking about it. So let's see.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I've also reached out to Patriot Place for the social workers running it, John and Amanda.
Okay.
See if we can't get them in here, come talk about their program.
That'd be
And
awesome.
the Veterans Justice Outreach coordinator for the region,
Yeah.
Tricia Myers. Have her come in and talk about the Veterans Justice Outreach program.
And then we'll have, I know NMCAA we've reached out to, and they said they would have someone come just to let them know. So
Yeah.
Yep.
got a good lineup, I
And
think.
hopefully we should
Really
Get
get
some
a
good
return
information and keep going.
on.
Yeah.
Hopefully get a return on a message to another lady that might be coming in. So that would be kind of cool too. So we got plenty of guests coming up. So,
Good info.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I do want to say this though before we get off completely though. If there's anybody out there who knows of a family that we can have sponsored for Christmas, we have a couple people who have come to the office asking for some names, and we always know that there's organizations out there that are more than willing to help sponsor a family as well. So if you guys know of anybody, please let us know so we can get that out there.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And Toys for Tots. We're a drop-off location, not here in our office, but here at the county building. We
Yeah.
do have a drop-off for Toys for Tots. So if that's
And-
something you like to do every year,
I mean, if you want to bring them here, we'll bring them upstairs for you too.
yeah, either way.
If it's easier.
Heck yeah. So what do you guys think? That's Friday?
TGIF.
All right. Yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys. I did not pick Matt's nose yet today, but it's the day is young.
All right. Well, I'll let you have that one. All right, guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.